So yeah, topic is today, you guys, where does that estrogen go and what do we do about it? There hasn't been a lot of support for our skin when we start hitting those menopausal years. And the studies are showing that in those first 5 years of menopause, you're losing 30% of your collagen. That's because there's estrogen receptors in the skin, and when those receptors don't get hit with the estrogen, then the collagen slows down. We start seeing a lot more dryness in the skin. The skin starts losing its glow and it loses its density. And I think that's probably the most important thing that we notice when we start getting into our 50s and beyond is that the skin starts losing that density. It starts to get very thin, and then it starts to, hang down or not have that snap back that we wanted to have. And I have to tell you guys that I started on the products I'm going to talk to you about today are Emepelle products. I talked about them a little bit before, but I have to tell you guys that last year when I started on these, I turned 59 in March, and I was really starting to see that loss of collagen in my skin, and I was really feeling like, wow, I'm doing all this really good skincare. I'm doing microcurrent, I'm doing these ultrasound, getting regular facials, and you guys know me, I'm really about aging gracefully. And I was thinking, okay, I can handle this, it's changing and this is just the way it's gonna be and I can accept this, it's not great. I'd like it to be better, but we're gonna go with it. And then Celine, in her scouting around, she is our brand ambassador and she does all our brand research, and she found this brand for me and she said, Gina, you have to try this. They're saying that, within 2 months of using this, if you're 50, or maybe she said at that time as if you're 45, because they recommend starting it at 45. If you're 45, within 2 months of starting this, you'll see a difference in the density of your skin. And I thought, a lot of people say that, a lot of products make those kind of claims, but I have to tell you guys that I did see a difference in my skin. And now it's been on, let's see, it's October, 9 months or so that I've been on these products, and they are a game changer for me. And so when I want to reach out and I want to help you guys and help you feel like your skin is at its best, I have to share these products with you. So I'm going to talk about them some more. I'm going to let you guys ask me some questions, and I'm also going to talk to you about creating a summer protocol using these products and some of the other brands that I use. So right now this week, Tuesday through Thursday, we are having double points on Emepelle. So that means that when you go and purchase your Emepelle products, you're going to get double points instead of just 1 point per dollar that you spend. Those are really nice because those reward points add up and then you can get great things in our reward center. Always remember to check our reward center when you're checking out and make sure that you get some fun stuff in there. We change it every month. Now, for my clients who are tuned in today, I do have a special for you guys. There's only 25 of these. And this is a deluxe sample from Emepelle. This is a little eye product, the little Emepelle Eye Serum. So anybody who makes an Emepelle purchase can add this to their cart. You have to put in the coupon code. The coupon code is eye cream, EYECREAM. There's only 25 of them. So when those are gone, they're gone. But the first 25 of you guys today, my YouTube people, I wanted you guys to be able to have them. I only got a limited number of them, and I thought, well, this is what I want to do, is offer them out to you guys. So we don't even have it out on the website. There's no announcements about it or on our emails or anything. It's just for my YouTube ladies. This is a little reward for you if you need to stock up on your Emepelle products this week. So let's get in and let's talk about it. So we talked about the fact that with the loss of estrogen, the skin begins to be drier. Sometimes people get more breakouts. Dark spots, because the skin barrier is more compromised, we start seeing more dark spots on the skin. The skin starts to look dull, and then it just starts to look a little crepey and just droopy. I think of it as tired skin. The skin just starts to look tired. So when we add these Emepelle products into our routine, they actually have an ingredient in them. It's called MEP that binds with your, those receptors. It binds with those receptors in the skin that need that estrogen. And so your skin continues to create the collagen and elastin that you need. Now, I've had a lot of questions about this because some people, maybe you've had a cancer or other concerns that you cannot put hormones on your skin or in your body. And I want to tell you that this is not a hormone therapy. Even though it's going and attaching to those estrogen receptors, it is not a hormone therapy, so it will not go into your bloodstream. It's not going to change your hormones in any way. So it is 100% safe for everyone to use. The neat thing, let's start with the daytime solution. So the daytime solution with Emepelle is the serum. Emepelle Serum, they could have just made a serum that was just the MEP because the MEP is so great. But what I love about what they did is they really helped this. They really boosted this in such a way that if you're a minimalist, this is all you need because it's got your vitamin C in it, it's got peptides in it, and it's got the MEP in it. Now this is 100% oil-free, so it is acne safe. And what I love about this is that you can put it on and then you can use your wave to drive it into the skin because it is that water-based serum with no oils, and you can drive it down into the skin. So this would replace any other vitamin C serum that you might have in your routine. So you could wash your face, use your toner, you can put this serum on. Sometimes I put a hydrating serum underneath this. I have a few different ones that I like, and you can see we do have a special AOS exclusive kit, and it has a Rhonda Allison ageless in it. And I do like to put that on underneath the serum, especially when you're first starting, because the Emepelle products feel very active on the skin. I've had a number of clients who didn't know that these feel really active and they thought they were reacting to it, and they actually returned it and then had to buy it again because then they realized, oh, it wasn't a bad thing. So when you first put this onto your skin, most likely it's gonna feel stingly and your skin's gonna turn really nice and pink. And that lasts for 2 to 3 minutes and then it goes away. And that's 100% normal. That's what you want it to do. So you can wash your face, tone your skin, put on a hydrating serum, then put on your power serum. This is like one of those superfoods for the skin because it has so many great nutrients in it. And then just put on a moisturizer and put on your sunscreen and you're good to go for the day. Now for the eyes, they also make an eye serum. Like I showed you, we have the little giveaway. And the eye serum is lovely. I like to use this eye serum, well, to be honest with you, I use both of these over my Neogenesis products. So in the morning, the first thing I'm gonna put on is, where is it? Here it is. I'm gonna put on my Neogenesis Recovery Serum, and I'm gonna put on my Neogenesis Eye Serum, and then I'm gonna put on my Emepelle Serum, and then I'm gonna do my Emepelle Eyes. And if you have an eye rejuvenator or you have the wave, you can use this to work in the Neogenesis Eye Serum. And then I just put a bit more of the eye cream on, and then I work in the eye cream. Now the Neogenesis Eye Serum, that can go all over your eye area, on the lids and everywhere. So those people are getting crepey eyelids, you can actually put that serum on the eyelid area without getting irritation and stuff around the eyes. I do it morning and night. And then I use my Emepelle eye cream, and this is the one that I'm using to go after all those little lines, smile lines around here, that one right there, and I'm applying that around the other areas. I also put it on my lips, and I also put it on this little area of the neck, because this little area of the neck is very similar to this little skin under here, and it likes that eye cream. So those are your Emepelle basics. Now I spent the day yesterday making some special protocols for you. My art in this world is creating protocols. It's just something I love to do. I have a natural talent for it. And so what I did is I created 4 different protocols for you guys. And these are all summer protocols. So we're going to talk a little bit about the night cream and what's in it and a night protocol. But first I want to let you know that you can go to Artist Skincare. You can reach out via the contact form. Our live chat is down on the new site, not quite launched yet, but you can go to the contact form and you can request one of the 4 or any of the 4 Emepelle summer routines that you want. I have a brightening routine that uses Rhonda, Allison, and Emepelle. I have a Sorella routine that's also brightening, Emepelle Sorella. I have an organic, so I have the Emepelle Botnia, Emepelle and Botnia protocol with lots of yummy antioxidants and great hydration. And is that all of them? I think that's all 4 of them. So you can reach out and you can actually get those protocols already written out. Those are just some of the favorite ones that I write up, and I use those combinations a lot with my clients who do the customized protocols with us. Now, if you want to have a customized protocol made, one where we take a look at your skin and what's going on for you, and then choose the exact brands and products that'll work for you with Emepelle, that's when you want to actually pay $30 and have a consultation with us. And Lauren and I will put together a routine for you that'll be really specific to your skincare needs. But for those of you who are at home and you just want to learn how to do it yourself and you want to work with the ones that I've already put together, they're pretty amazing. And in fact, if you do a contact form, don't be surprised if we choose a lot of the same things from one of these, because these are the ones that I call on all the time. It's what I use all the time. So nighttime. So in the summer, many of you know I change my skincare routine, and I change my skincare routine for my clients as well. And the reason I do that is because we're all out in the sun much more often. We're spending a lot of time outdoors. I'm gonna work on just a moment, this is bothering me. Gotta fix something. There we go. Wrong one. There we go. I'm not gonna look straight ahead and not up. That's better, I think. All right, so nighttime, summertime. Okay, so in summertime, I like to cut out most acids. I definitely cut out glycolic acid. That's that most unstable acid, so it's not so great for the skin in the summer months. When you're exposed to a lot of summer photo, you're going to get a lot of photo damage from the sun. You're outdoors a lot. You're going to need a lot more antioxidant protection. We're just more active. I cut out the glycolics and I cut out the retinol. And I know some of you aren't going to like to hear that, because a lot of people really want their retinols all the time. But let me tell you that if you can take a break from your retinol just for 3 months and then come back to it, you will see even better results from your retinol than what you're seeing right now, because the skin does really well when we feed it different things. We cycle in and cycle off of those active ingredients. Our skin really likes that. So for those of you who've been on the Emepelle routine and you've been using the night cream is really lovely. It's right here, and it has that MEP in it. It also has retinol in it, and it has peptides in it. So it's that perfect night cream. But during the summer months, I cut back to using this just once a week. And for my clients who haven't started on Emepelle yet, I'm gonna wait and start them on the night cream in the fall. So this time of year, if you're starting Emepelle, you wanna start with the serum and the eye product. And then in the fall, you're gonna add this into your routine and use this at nighttime. So what am I using instead of that during the summer months? Well, during the summer months, I'm thinking about applying things that are gonna help my pigmentation to stay even, so those dark spots don't get too dark. I'm already picking up dark pigmentation all over the place. But I just want to minimize that, and I want to give my skin as many antioxidants as I can, because not only does estrogen loss cause the loss of collagen, but sun exposure. When we are exposed to sun, our skin creates collagenase, and it digests away its own collagen. It's like, But I love to be out in the sun. I want all of you to be out in the sun and have a wonderful life and be outdoors and be active. So what we do to make up for that is that we use a lot more antioxidants during this time, and we cut out some of those things that cause sun sensitivity, like glycolic acid and retinol. So what I'm pulling on right now, the things that I'm liking to use in my nighttime routine, let me reach over and grab them for you. I am loving the Pure Herb. So Pure Herb makes these Caviar Lime Exfoliant. Here's an open one in here. I love this as my nighttime corrective in the summertime. Now, I'm not going to use this after a day in the sun. If I've been outdoors in the sun all day, I won't put this on. I'm just going to put on my antioxidant serums. I love that Farmhouse Fresh wind down. I love the resveratrol in that. So if I've been out in the sun all day, and I don't think I brought that over here to show you guys, but if I've been in the sun all day, I'm going to put on wind down. And then on those days when I haven't been in the sun, so probably 2, 3, 4 times a week, I'm going to use this little solution. And I love it because it's got that mandelic acid in it, which is a naturally brightening acid. It also stimulates collagen production. It's very gentle. It's anti-inflammatory because inflammation also causes aging. So we want that anti-inflammatory influence. And then it's also loaded with some antioxidants in there. So it's that perfect nighttime corrective that I like to use in the summer months. Now, the next thing that I like to put over it is from Farmhouse Fresh. This is the Brightening Sleep Gelée. So this is what I'll use for my nighttime moisturizer over the top of either the Farmhouse Fresh Wind Down or the Caviar Exfoliant. So I love this Brightening Sleep Gelée, vitamin C in it, has a light lavender scent to it, light texture, goes on beautifully. And so that's what I will be using in my nighttime routine. Now, if I need a little extra moisture, I'm doing this during the day, I'll add a drop of this to my day cream, and then I also add I put this on at the end. After I put on my Sleep Gelée, I'm gonna put on a couple drops of this and pat it on my skin. This is from Botnia. This is their wisdom oil. And this is, let me tell you, loaded with antioxidants. You can just tell from the color of it that these amazing, I don't have all my lights on today, but I think you guys can kind of see, it gives the skin an orangey cast. And that's from all of those amazing seed oils that are in there. It smells good too. It's a light, fresh, gardeny scent without being floral, and really lovely. So that's kind of what I'm doing in lieu of using the Emepelle night cream during the summer months. Now, I know that I have quite a bit in my jar. Where is it? Right here. So right now I'm doing this once a week, and I'm putting on a thicker layer. So I'm almost thinking of it as a nighttime mask. And then I'm also putting it on my arms, the back of my neck, chest, all the way around everywhere. And I'm doing that once a week. So I'm giving myself this really nice sleeping mask that's still gonna give me that MEP I want. And it's gonna give me a little bit of retinol without sensitizing my skin for summer. So that's how I like to use that. And I have seen a difference in using it on my arms. I mean, I think that my arms are aging faster, right? I mean, some of you probably agree, right? That your arms and maybe your chest age faster even than your face. And so using some of these nice things on our arms as much as we can makes a big difference for that skin in that area. So I want to open up for questions. And let me get I'm gonna line this up just right so I can see questions. Jenny's here again today. Hello, Jenny. Let me get it going. Jenny says, will it continue to help with use, or is there a limit to how much change we can hope for? I'm hoping with continuous use, it will keep helping with improvements. It does, Jenny, it does. I have, especially some of my older clients, I have them using it 6 months, 9 months, a year. And you know, for me, I start seeing positive changes in 2 months, but now 9 months later, I see even more change. So it is continual. I've also had clients ask me, well, if I use these, I buy 1 bottle of each and I use them up, is that it? Do I have to keep using them? And yes, you do need to keep using them. Our body is on this continuous cycle of renewal and that need for the hormones and everything. And so it's something you want to be using all the time. Now, like I said, you can cycle on and off of your night cream, use it a little less, a little more in the winter months, and that can make a difference. I also have some people using that night cream even in the winter time, putting on a corrective serum underneath the night cream to make it even more active. So just depending on what's going on with your skin, we can progress and keep going to higher and higher levels of to promote change in your skin. Also, I wanted to point out that these are expensive. And I know when you go look at them, you go, oh my gosh, these are expensive. Well, you only need to use 1 pump of this serum per day. It lasts for months. I've had one client who went through it in 2.5 months, but she was using too much. And so we did some other things in her routine to help balance it out so she didn't have to use too much. These products last a long time. So it's expensive, but you're gonna have it around for quite a while. Okay, then Jenny says, also, how much positive change can we expect if we get a late start? I'm 60. I have clients who, when this first came out, they wanted to be guinea pig clients for me. You can go on our website and you can see some of our testimonials over in the Learn Center where our blogs are. Pretty sure there's a client in there. I can go here and look in a minute, but I have clients in their 80s, 70s and 80s using this and seeing really positive changes with their skin. Now, you might not see them as quickly, but you will pretty quickly the things you will see pretty quickly is the change in the glow and luminosity of your skin. And then what we're seeing is just a softening of the lines and the skin looking plumper and juicier. So the older we are, the longer that will take, but you're still seeing that beginnings of changes. Even within 3 months, you're starting to see some real positive changes. So it's very exciting. I was at first not really recommending it for people in their 70s or 80s because I didn't know if it would work. There were no studies done on people in that age. So then I had clients that wanted to do it, so we did it and tested it, and absolutely they are seeing really positive changes. Let's see, something's going on here. Okay. I see we're having a website issue, so I'll get to that too. Let me get back up here though. I have Jenny. We have we had a Julie. Julie was saying, here, Julie says, where to start and how to find on website. So if you go to my website and you go to the search bar and you just type in Emepelle, that'll show you all the Emepelle products, or you can go to shop. We bring it up and I'll tell you exactly the steps. You can go to shop and then go to brand. Oh, right there on the top it says brands. Second brand over on the right is Emepelle. So you can see it there. I'm scrolling there now. And you can see we have the set if you want to get started on everything and then get a free serum from Rhonda, Allison. Or we have the eye cream, the night cream, and the serum all right there on that page. And I think that somebody was saying that there's another problem with the website. I will get to it. Let's continue on with our questions. So that's where you find the things there. That was Julie. And then Julie, if you're not sure how to put this into a routine, just reach out. I'm going to tell you guys how to reach out to Lindsay in my customer happiness team, and she can send you some sample protocols so you can look at them and get an idea of how to create your own protocol. Or you can go to the consultation page and purchase the custom protocol, and then we'll make a customized protocol for you. Jenny says, I'm loving the Botnia Renew face wash. Yes, it's amazing, and it smells like heaven. That is such a beautiful line. Yes, Jenny, I agree. It is really a beautiful line. As I told you guys when I introduced it to you, there are so many natural lines out there, and I get bombarded with companies sending me things to test and try, and nothing measures up. Nothing measured up until I found Botnia, and I'm so happy with that line. And I've had a few clients who say, well, I've tried natural lines, I want something not natural. And I say, you haven't tried this natural line. You've got to try this hydrating serum. It's different. It's really good. Julie is saying that she's getting a not available, goes to 404 page when I submit emails. So there's two different places right now, and maybe the regular contact isn't working. In YouTube, under the description, I put the contact me HTML. If that's not working, then go up to the top of my website. You'll see on a little gray banner across the very, very top, and it says gift certificates, and then it says live chat is disabled temporarily. Visit contact us for support. So try hitting that contact us link, and that one may work. We're working all these little bugs out of the website. My team is working round the clock. There's so many. It's been a trying 2 weeks, but it's all worth it. I have so much fun using the new website and using the navigation on here to narrow down what products I want. I did discover though that we need to add one more, and so I've let them know. We don't have, when you go to shop and you go down to preferences, where we have acne safe, cruelty free, gluten free, we don't have one that's oil free. Wouldn't that be great? I think we need an oil free. So once they fix all these bugs, the next one I'm going to have them work on is adding an oil free, so that for people who just want an oil free product, you can find it easily there. Okay, I'm going to head back over here to our questions. Okay, do you continue to use Neogenesis Recovery during the summer, and do you use it AM and PM? Yes, I use Recovery AM and PM. It has naturally occurring, the stem cell side release molecules have naturally occurring antioxidants and support. Your skin needs that support all year round. So those recovery is something that my husband and I just never go without. I'm putting it on morning and night, and then everything goes out on top of it. So kind of those basics, right? You got to cleanse, put on a toner if you use a toner, and then put on your recovery serum, and then everything else goes on top of that. Okay, Julie again. I would love to try, oops, popped out of here. I would love to try Emepelle, but out of my budget currently. I get it. So like I said, Julie, the Emepelle serum lasts 4 months or more. That's where I would start. Get yourself the Emepelle serum when you can, and it's gonna last you a really long time. And if you're one of the first ones to get one today and type in a coupon code eye cream, then you'll also get the eye product with it. And you know, eye product, you use such a tiny amount. That's a nice size sample. It's gonna last you quite a while. Okay. Jenny says, I wouldn't miss Tuesdays. Look so forward to these. The Emepelle lasts forever. I know, right? I can honestly say that for anyone who is worried about the expense, it's like a magic bottle. It does it. It lasts forever. It shocked me how long mine lasted. Mine lasted 5 months. I was like, man, am I forgetting to use it or something? What's going on? But it just keeps going. Melissa says, I will turn 50 in October. I've not gone through menopause yet. Should I start using the serum and eye cream, and how often should I use it? Yes, Melissa, if you're 45 or over, 45 is where we usually start. I didn't actually hit menopause until 55. Well, I was premenopausal, right? The body's already starting to have fluctuations and go through changes, but I was still going through my cycle until I was 55, and now I'm 59. And I would say to you to start now. Absolutely start now. You're ahead of the game, because I think at your age, 45 and above, the most concerning thing that affects our skin is that estrogen loss, which we see with the decrease of estrogen. And I have to tell people that I have a number of clients that do the bioidentical hormone replacement, that kind of stuff, and yet they're still seeing the loss of collagen. And when they use Emepelle, they see a difference. So the body is a complicated and miraculous thing. So I would start now, and yes, just start with the serum and the eye product, or even just the serum. if you want to. If you have an eye product you already really love, just start with the serum, but get some of that MEP onto your skin. And I would just use it every day. Everyone should use a vitamin C serum. And if you're 50, you should have a vitamin C serum, you should have peptides, and you should have antioxidants. And you should be putting that on your face every morning. And the beauty of the Emepelle Serum is that it has all of those in there. So if you put this on, even has a light moisturizing feel. So some people who have an oilier skin, they might just need to put sunscreen over the top of this. But otherwise, put on your moisturizers and then your sunscreen. And I would definitely do that. Julie says, I'm going to get the serum. Eek! Eek! Yay, that's great. You're gonna love it. You guys, before you start your serum, go and take some snapshots of yourself. Go where you have natural light coming in a window right onto your skin, not backlit. You want the light coming onto your face. Take a front picture, side picture, side picture, and hold on to those, because I sometimes have clients who reach out to me, usually they do a new protocol every 3 to 6 months, and they'll reach out to me 3 to 6 months later and they'll say, well, I've been using it, but I just don't see any differences. And then I go and I show them the picture and say, well, this is the picture before you started and this is the picture now. And they're like, there is a big difference. You don't always see those changes in your skin with your own eyes. So do your before pictures. Especially, if you're feeling like this is such a big investment, you really want to prove to yourself that it's working. So take your before pictures. You don't have to show them to anybody. Just see them for yourself. Okay. We have another question. Did you mention a discount code at the beginning? I wasn't able to write it down. Yes. So we have double rewards, and you don't need a coupon for that. You'll get double rewards for Emepelle today through Thursday. And then for the first 25 orders that come in that put in this coupon code, you will get the free eye cream sample, and that code is eye cream, EYECREAM, eye cream. So do that. I wish I had more of them. They only gave me 25. Okay. All right. Sarah says, if I were not used to Emepelle nighttime before, isn't it better to put off the once a week regimen after having been on a nightly schedule a few months for that accumulative baseline? Okay, let me see if I'm understanding this correctly. You're saying you haven't used the night cream before. If you haven't used the night cream, let me give you some parameters here. If you've never used the Emepelle night cream before, wait and start that in the fall. So start now with the face serum and the eye cream, and use the other night things that I mentioned. Then in the fall, we'll start you on the night cream. Some people will start using night cream every other day. Some people can go right off the bat and use it every night. It's very active. Your skin will feel tingly. And I think 2 or 3 times I went through light sheds where my skin peeled off, because retinol really helps your body to release those dry, dead, damaged skin cells. Retinol is really cool if used correctly, because retinol goes down in, as we age, so we're talking about aging and loss of collagen, when you see a baby's skin, like a baby's bottom, oh my gosh, it's so thick and cushy, right? They have this underlying layer that's really nice and thick and cushy, and believe it or not, the top layer is actually pretty thin. And what happens as we age is that this collagen layer shrinks thinner and thinner, and then this layer up on top gets thicker and thicker. And that's why it looks like we have that crepey skin on the surface. So when we start using retinol, it stimulates this collagen production down here. This starts to thicken back up, and then this top layer that's too thick has to start thinning down. So as it starts to thin back down, the skin's going to release all that crepey, nasty skin, dead skin cells, damaged cells that are on the surface. That's why sometimes if somebody has a little bit of skin cancer, it'll become evident when they're using retinol, because as your body's trying to shed those cells, it's going to alert you with and kind of show you where your most damaged areas are. I actually had that when I was treating my arms with retinol years ago, 10 years ago now. And I had a little spot that would come up every time I used the retinol. I thought, what the heck is this? I went in, and sure enough, it was just a precancer. So we removed it. But you know, it's the beauty of retinol. It can show you things that are hiding in your skin. So if you have not used this system and you've not used this retinol, just put it off till fall and then start it then. Now, if you are a person, I mean, you could do this whole system. If you're one of those people that just doesn't go outside, you don't do outdoor activities, you work indoors, you're just outside when you're going from your car from place to place, you don't go to the beach, you don't bike ride or go for walks. I hope that's not somebody out there. Then you could do the night cream now and start it now. But I'm going to tell you that if you're that person, you need to get active and you need to get outdoor and get moving, because stagnation is one of the biggest causes of premature aging and aging in the skin. People who are more active and have aerobic activity or moving every single day, their skin is plumper, juicier, and firmer. There's actual studies that show that now. So you guys, don't use your night cream now. Get out and be active right now. Be active, enjoy the outdoors, and in the fall you can jump on the night cream. Okay, let's see. Julie says, what is Tuesday's look? I'm not sure what that question is, Julie. Sometimes I'm dense, so just retype your question with more info for me and I'll get to it at the bottom. Suzanne or Susan, I'm on an estrogen blocker for breast cancer. I know you said there are no hormones in Emepelle, but it's hard for me to feel safe. I get it. But there are no hormones in this. It's not going to get into your blood system. It is not a hormone. So it is binding to those receptors in the skin, but it is not going into your system. It's not increasing your hormone levels in any way. And, you know, you can take it and talk to your oncologist and see how they feel about it. I always say that's, you know, super important to have the approval of your oncologist, but the company itself says, reinforces that this is not hormone therapy. There's no hormones that go into the skin. You should be fine. Parvin says, can you use the Botnia serum instead of Emepelle serum for summer? I love Emepelle, but absolutely love Botnia wisdom oil. I know, me too. So Parvin, you can use the Botnia serum, like the hydrating serum. You can put that underneath the Emepelle serum. But there's nothing in any of the Botnia products that's going to do what the Emepelle serum does. Okay, because the Emepelle serum has that MEP in it, which is going to communicate with the estrogen receptors in your skin. So you can put on, and you can reach out to the team, ask them for the Botnia Emepelle summer protocol, and they'll send it to you. And you can put on your hydrating serum, the Botnia hydrating serum, and then put on your Emepelle serum, and you can still use your wisdom oil. You can do the wisdom oil morning and night, or I use it every morning, but just one drop. So I'll either pat it on top of my final moisturizer, or I'll mix it a little bit with my final moisturizer. I like to use Barrier Repair a lot as my final moisturizer. So I'll use Botnia's Light Moisturizer. I really love how that feeds my skin. Then I want to have a little bit of transepidermal water loss protection. We call that TEWL, transepidermal water loss. I suffer that a lot in my environment. I'm in a really dry environment and I have a hard time getting enough water into my body. And I like to use a little bit of Neogenesis Barrier Renewal, because that's all about protecting you from that water loss. And what I do is I mix a drop of wisdom oil in that for my daytime, and then at nighttime I'm putting it on, the wisdom oil on thicker. Okay, Lindsay says, what vitamin C is best for sensitive skin? Most bother my eczema. I get that. So what I would do, Lindsay, is try to there's two different ones I can recommend that you take a look at. One of them is from Michelle Corley. That's the vitamin C plus. Super, super great. We use that with rosacea all the time. The other one is from Rhonda Allison, and it's in their rosacea line. Let me go there right now and find it for you. And I believe it's called C Stem Cell, but she has changed the names on some of her stuff. Some of you guys who know Rhonda know the names have changed, and I haven't always learned them all yet. So I just went to skincare, and now I'm doing a little search. I'm going down to brand, and I'm gonna go to Rhonda Allison towards the bottom. There it is. And now I'm gonna go down and I'm gonna look at product type, and I'm gonna put in serum, which is down at the bottom, treatments and serums. And then let's just look and see if by skin type they have rosacea in there. They have sensitive skin. Let's mark sensitive skin. And let's see what I got here. There it is. So it came up in the second row down. It's called Rhonda Allison Synergy C, and it's SYN. So Synergy C would be great for you. Take a look at those two products. The Michelle Corley Vitamin C Plus, I think it's called, or else Rhonda Allison Synergy C. If I were to choose one of those two to start with, it would probably be Michelle Corley's, maybe. I think maybe it's a little more hydrating, might be a good spot, but either one though are actually really good. So check those out. Let's go back to questions. And then also, if you have eczema, Lindsay, go and check out Dr. Estè's Dual Barrier Lotion. That Dual Barrier Lotion is amazing for people who have really sensitive skin eczema. The other great product or face cream for you would be from Botnia. They have an eye cream, and it comes in like a full 1 ounce size. It's huge. You can use that as a face cream. We use it for people with perioral dermatitis. Works really well for people with eczema. Parvin says, the trio of Emepelle products has lasted me 9 months. I know, right? 9 months. I'm always afraid to tell people it's gonna last them 9 months. So I'm telling them, well, mine lasted more than 4 months. But yeah. I mean, gosh, I still haven't replaced my serum, and it's more than 9 months. So can't tell how much is in there. I guess I can look in there and see. So it looks like it's about down to here. So they last a long time. So it's expensive, but you get a lot of product in the bottle. It's worth it. And you know, it's a glass bottle, so it's recyclable. That's all good stuff. All right. And Kat says she just got one last week and she loves it. She got all 3, yay. Okay, let me see. Jenny says the Afterpay is helpful. It is. Kimmy says, can I use Emepelle Serum twice a day? Also, what other serums and or creams can I pair with the serum? So Emepelle Serum, you can definitely use that twice a day. No problem at all. It lasts a long time, and you could do that if you don't want to start with, you know, like I've said, don't start with a night cream now. You could use that serum twice a day. I'm using antioxidant serums twice a day, so there's absolutely no problem with using that twice a day. What do I like to combine with it? Well, I like that Rhonda Allison Ageless under it. I love Botnia's Hydrating Serum underneath it. What else do I love with it? And then whatever your favorite moisturizer is, you can use with it as well. If you want to see some examples, go ahead and reach out to the team and ask them to send you over the PDFs from today, and you can see some of the combinations I put together, and maybe one of those will inspire you. All right. Julie says she needs a consultation for a protocol. Go for it. You will love it, Julie. Melissa says, going to get the serum, and which antioxidant would you recommend, the Wind Down or the Botnia Wisdom Oil? Okay, so let's clarify. The serum that you're getting, it does have antioxidants in it. So that's gonna provide your daytime antioxidants, no problem. Now for nighttime like was mentioned just before, you could do the serum twice a day. Or at nighttime, what I do for antioxidant protection is I use the wind down. So, because I love these, I look for a reason to use these Caviar lime. So I'm putting on my wind down. First I'm putting on this, the Caviar, and then I'm putting on my wind down. And I'm putting on the sleep gelée at night. I kind of have I'm a junkie though. You don't have to be as complicated as I am. And I think that if you're using Emepelle Serum twice a day to start with, if you're on a budget, do that. You're gonna have good results. It's not gonna be too much. Let's see. I do like to layer, for beginners who are out there, I do like to layer Rhonda Allison's Rhonda Allison's DNA Age Reversal. That's the serum that comes with the kit when you buy the whole set. I do like for my beginners to buy a small serum, a small bottle of Rhonda Allison DNA Age Reversal, and use that underneath your serum or under your night cream for the first month or two, or until that little bottle runs out, because it is going to help your skin to adjust to how active this serum is. Especially if you're just a little more sensitive skinned. My clients do really well doing that. And then if I were to, she also wanted to know the difference with wind down or Botnia Wisdom Oil, which would I choose? I would choose the Botnia Wisdom Oil, but I like them both. The Wisdom Oil I can use morning and night, you know, and even in a pinch, when I'm traveling, I've used wind down during the daytime. It does have that orange cast, just like Wisdom Oil does, so it does give you a little more tan look with all that resveratrol in it, but yeah. Kat says, is it okay to pair the night cream with my bioidenticals, which is Tri-Est plant-based? So are you using a bioidentical night cream? So are you saying that your bioidentical cream that you put on that has your hormones in it is in your face cream? Sounds like that's what you're saying. I don't see a problem, but you're gonna have some absorption issues. So maybe you want to alternate nights, or maybe you want to put that bioidentical cream somewhere else and then put the Emepelle night cream on the skin. Jennifer says, I have a hard time with night cream as I use a CPAP. So it's sometimes so nourishing, it breaks the CPAP seal. Okay, so you need to use something that's lighter. Look for things that are light. So you could definitely use that wind down from Farmhouse Fresh. That's like a gel, and it probably won't break the seal. You should also try the Farmhouse Fresh Brightening Sleep Gelée, because that is very light. And what I would recommend is doing your nighttime routine earlier in the evening, so that by the time you put on your CPAP, all those great ingredients have had time to really penetrate into the skin and they're not sitting on the surface anymore. But definitely, I think that you could try using the Farmhouse Fresh wind down would be excellent, because it's a gel, it doesn't have any oil in it, it's gonna go right into the skin, and yet the skin's gonna feel really plump and moist without having anything on the surface. So give that a try. Everybody's saying same thing Jenny said. With the Afterpay. Jennifer's saying, Julie's so frustrating. So I'm not sure what you guys are referring to. I can help you if you're frustrated. Jennifer, just write out what's frustrating you and I'll help you out. Jenny says, hi Julie, I was saying I love Tuesday. I look so forward to the lives. Yes. Wonderful. I love helping people. Tuesday is my day where I get to just get on here and share what I'm excited about. Julie says, oh, good grief. Thanks, Jenny. I'm a little dense. Okay, I think you guys are having some conversation. Good. I'll leave that alone. Kat is saying it's in a capsule. So if you're taking bioidentical hormones, you should just do that. You should take whatever your doctors prescribe, do whatever you're doing, and use the Emepelle Serum Emepelle Eye Cream and Emepelle Night Cream. Like I said, the Emepelle products are not going to have any effect at all on your internal hormone balance. So if your doctor has you on some hormone replacement, keep doing whatever your doctor has recommended, and they won't interfere with each other at all. Okay, I think we did it, you guys. How did we do this? We got through all the questions in an hour without Ben. I hope I got everybody and didn't miss anyone. I really enjoyed talking with you guys today. Oh, great. Kat says perfect. Yay. I love the products. Great. Yeah, I love the products too. I love to help people, and there's so many people frustrated. We do all that we can do to have our skin be at its best. And sometimes you just hit a plateau. And that's what I was trying to describe for you guys that happened to me last fall, is I just hit this plateau. And I thought, okay, well, this is what 58-year-old skin is. And so I was really pleasantly surprised to find that the Emepelle made such a difference in my skin, because I take such good care of it anyway. And then having those clients in their 70s and 80s try it as well, some of them also being on really amazing skincare, and then seeing the difference in their skin. It's been really exciting. It's not very often that you really find products that make that much difference, that are really worth it, and these Emepelle products really do that. I love it. And it's not just a topical that's causing some temporary plumping or anything like that. It's actually working with your system. So it's helping your cells to be healthier, your body to produce more collagen and be healthier. And I like that holistic approach to skincare. A lot of those things that you can find out there, I know we love glycolic acid, right? If a lot of people love glycolic acid, the whole reason they love it is because it causes inflammation of the skin. It causes the skin to swell up and plump up. And that can be really fun while you're using, but the long-term use of glycolic acid causes dehydration. It causes sun sensitivity. And long-term effects of that kind of puffiness, that inflammation, is more aging. So sometimes in this aesthetic field, we've gotten into that trap without fully understanding the skin. I know I used to do a lot of peels when I was in the treatment room, and we would get into this trap of wanting to use these acids or quick fix peptides. There's a few peptides and different things out there, a few growth factors that when you put them on your skin, they just cause the skin to swell. We used to love those, and we thought, well, that's the best we can do. We just keep piling that on every day. And what we've realized is that is a Band-Aid approach that actually is increasing the aging, because it's causing inflammation in the skin, and inflammation is causing aging and all kinds of other problems. So one of the problems there is with getting fillers is that, sometimes people are starting now in their 20s and getting fillers. And if you're getting fillers over and over, you are causing inflammation in your skin. And yes, that filler is going to go in and plump it up, but 10 years from now, you're going to see that the texture of that skin in that area is not as nice, and it's more aged, and it's because of that inflammation factor. People who are doing a lot of laser techniques, it's so exciting, go in and get this laser treatment and their skin looks so good for a year. But then after that year, the skin goes to usually worse than it was before, because during that whole year, your skin is trying to heal, and you've got all that inflammation, and it's puffy and plump and you love it, but it's a reaction in your skin that's not healthy. And when that wears off, your skin is worse off than it was beforehand. So I love it when I can find things like Neogenesis, like Emepelle, that actually go to work holistically with your skin. LED, light stem LED in particular, those things that are going to work to actually help your body to be healthier, instead of doing a quick fix with some of those other ingredients. So I'm kind of on a soapbox now. I'm sorry, guys. I love my soapboxes. So don't forget, I hope there's still a few there. Eye cream is the coupon code if it's still working. Otherwise, if it's not working, it may just be used up. I'm going to look down here and just see if there's any last messages down here. Okay, this is a good question. I've got a couple more good questions before we check out. Melissa says, I use Dr. SDC in the AM. Can I use under the Emepelle Serum? Yep, you can. That Dr. SD vitamin C is pretty gentle. It's not a whole high, it's not a real acidic form of vitamin C, and it's pretty a natural forming vitamin C. So it'll be just fine under there. And then we have Lindsay saying, is salicylic a hormone disruptor? No, haven't seen any research about that being a hormone disruptor. What are hormone disruptors are really strong aromatic oils. So essential oils, when you think about lavender oil, eucalyptus, some of those, if they're in a hydrosol, they're okay. But if they are in the oil, essential oil form, those on your body, breathing them through aromatherapy and all of that, those are, I'm sad to say, hormone disruptors. So those really aromatic oils are something to avoid. For those of you with acne and those of you like me who are just really sensitive to hormones, I can't even do any kind of bioidentical hormone therapy at all. I'm super sensitive to anything like that, but I can use Emepelle beautifully. If I try to use any kind of a bioidentical progesterone, estrogen, I just start crying, I swell up, my breasts get really large and uncomfortable, and I don't have any of those negative effects. And I've tried several different times through my menopause here to try those bioidentical hormones, working with naturopaths and things. And so I can tell you who are afraid that these products are going to affect your hormones or affect your body, they do not. I've had excellent results with Emepelle, and I've had no hormone side effects. And I'm one of those people who can't even have those aromatic oils around me or in my detergents or anything like that, or I start having hormone sadness, hot flashes, and all the rest. Okay, Parvin says, love your philosophy on aging. Thank you for sharing your time and wisdom. Love you too. And then we have Julie says, I never knew a lot of this stuff. I turned 67 in a week. So it's not too late. It's never too late. You can enjoy all these things. My mom is on the cover of our website, one of those pictures that slides by. She's in her 80s. She just celebrated her birthday on Sunday, and her skin is amazing. Monica, if you had to choose one device and 3 products, what would it be? Okay, so my one device would be the MBK Wave, because you can use it for cleansing. You can use it to drive these serums into the skin. The 3 products would be Neogenesis Recovery, my Emepelle Serum, and I can't live without a moisturizer, probably Wisdom Oil. If I had to only have 3 things, but that's not sunscreen. So I would also have to have sunscreen on there, and I love the Sorella Dewdrops. So can I have 4 products? Guess if I can't have 4 products, then I would have to take Recovery, Emepelle Serum, and Sorella Dewdrops. That would have to be it. Okay. And then here we go. Marla says, just bought some Neogenesis products. How often should I use the Mandelic Serum, and should use just at night? For the summertime, I would just use your Mandelic Serum at nighttime. If you're dealing with some breakout issues or trying to lift some hyperpigmentation, you could use it twice a day. No problem. But the best case usually is to use a vitamin C serum. Get out your Emepelle or some other vitamin C serum to use during the day, and then use that Mandelic Serum as your nighttime corrective. And I think we might have done it. Oh, we did it. We're all the way to the bottom. Okay, you guys, it's Taco Tuesday. I'm gonna head out, have some lunch. Oh, I see another message popping up. Oh, Melissa says she tried the Clear Choice and it's her new favorite. Yes, Clear Choice is amazing. The price point is great. I carry it in my bag with all my sun toys for the pool. I have and my grandkids, they always go to the pool with me. So I have all their pool toys and that sunscreen in there, and we use it. It's what I put on their faces every day when I have them at my house before I take them to school or daycare. I put on that Clear Choice. I love that stuff too. It's really great. I love it when I'm going out in the sun, but because of my age, probably, I love the dewdrops. Sorella's dewdrops, and it's probably my age and the fact I'm in a really dry climate. But when I put on dewdrops, my skin stays like this, nice and glowy all day long. I like that. So there you go, you guys. All right, Taco Tuesday, I'm taking off. I will see you guys next week. Have a wonderful rest of the week. Love you all.